really excited to be back at On EVP. And this weekend, I'm going to introduce you to two new teammates. We have Vanessa Sidara, who I've had the privilege of going on with a medical mission to Honduras, which was a lot of fun. So I got to know Vanessa a little bit, but more importantly, see her in action, helping all the great people down there. And it was very fulfilling and a great way to get to know somebody. And I'm really excited for you guys to get to know her a little bit today. She's also got a long background with Icon in a completely different role and has started a new adventure the last couple of years. And we'll hear a little bit about how that's going. And then Tom Kennedy is a member of our marketing team. And Tom is repping his Denver swag today, his Nuggets gear, proudly. So this is our opportunity as hometown kids here to all three of us to brag a little bit on the Nuggets. No, but Tom's been awesome. I've gotten to know Tom a little bit since he's joined and get to see him in the office periodically. And Tom's one of the multiple members of our marketing team who brought a lot of great expertise to the organization from other parts of the industry. And it's been great to have Tom here, and I'm excited for him to share a little bit about what he does. And so on that note, Tom, maybe I'll start with you since you went last in the intro. You get to go first in the personal intro.
Well, thank you, Christian. It's great to be here. I think this is a great format for all of us to get to know each other as best that we can in a remote situation. I've been with EVP for a little over 2 years, came from the dental industry, dental implant industry, cosmetic dental industry. And my background has primarily been in digital marketing. So think Google advertising, Google Analytics, website stuff, anything that involves tracking our website traffic and what we call conversions, somebody taking an action on our website, just making sure that we're able to track all of that information, of course, within HIPAA and healthcare industry standards, but doing that for all of our websites. And then I think a fun part of my job, Christian, has been really involved with reputation management, and that goes a little bit hand in hand with the metrics and the things that we do from a digital marketing standpoint, because we're tracking customer metrics, patient metrics related to net promoter score that Christian has talked about over the years. So that's really the fun part of my job. The background stuff is, again, the website stuff, the helping with our digital agency, helping with any of the marketing technologies that support the marketing efforts on behalf of our team.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, Vanessa, your turn.
So I have been with the company for 7 years now. I have changed departments a couple of times. So I did start in the clinic. I did move to the ASC, and now I am the purchasing inventory manager. So this is quite a new role for myself and the company as a whole, but our goal right now is to basically streamline everything for all of our facilities to make sure, ordering inventory and having inventory for all of the facilities is going smoothly. We'd like to streamline everything just because we are a growing company, and we want to make sure that everybody is getting, what they need to continue to provide for our patients every single day. I know you guys have probably heard a lot about hybrid and us rolling it out. We did use hybrid initially just to do our ordering and tracking. Right now, we just launched the live inventory portion of it. So for a lot of these facilities, this is a huge, accomplishment, and it's very helpful tool, being that we used to send out these spreadsheets, and a lot of people probably remember these, but they have, pages and pages of listed inventory items that we used to have to hand count at the end of every month. And when we're speaking, in terms of the ASCs, they have so much inventory that they go through. So we are hoping that, providing these tools and trying to roll out some of these different third-party companies and things that we can use to kind of simplify that right now.
That's cool. What's been the biggest adjustment or biggest surprise to you in terms of moving into this new role from more of a clinical role?
I think it is, going to a facility every day and seeing patients all day face to face and being really hands-on to working by myself remotely and not getting to see people face to face, or even my coworkers, we communicate through email or Teams calls, but it's a huge adjustment, going from being in person and then kind of being at home alone.
Yeah, I'm sure it's always fun doing new things. So we're glad you're getting the opportunity to do that. And we're certainly benefiting from this new role within the company. It's great to have someone that understands the clinical side too, I think, to be able to relate, relate to everyone.
Great. It's been great being able to meet everybody from all of the different facilities, clinic-wise and ASCs, because we are a growing company. So I was so used to being in one facility and getting to know the Front Range, but it's honestly been one of my favorite things is meeting everyone from Texas and Arizona and being able to communicate with them and getting to know them and their personality, even through emailing. And we've done a lot of team calls too, so it's been really nice.
That's great. So Tom, what as you've transitioned, you've been in healthcare for a while in a different segment of the industry. What's been different about eye care that you've liked or has been a surprise for you?
Not really a surprise, Christian, but probably I really love the focus on patient centricity, the focus on the patient, and everything we do revolves around the patient. And in marketing, sometimes in the past, I've been in situations where you felt a little bit distant from the patient. In the EVP case and with our brands, I feel very connected with our patients because of our interaction with our team and with the regional teams out there. So trying to support as best we can Climate Evangelista, Swagglewooten, Icon, Grand Junction, staying involved on a regular basis. And I think Beth, our leader in the marketing group, has done a terrific job of making sure that we're always connected to that and connected to that patient experience first and foremost.
Yeah, makes sense. And so as you think about, reflect on being here at EVP, what value resonates with you the most, Tom?
Number one, the collaborative effort, the focus on collaboration, that has to be front and center on everything. Of course, as I mentioned, the patient centricity is also an important value. I think what's been interesting for me is becoming more involved in reputation management as a platform and as a metric, because I haven't had that experience before. So that's been a little bit of a challenge. And our team has encouraged, I think, all of our members to consistently continue learning about reputation management. Reputation management, by the way, is the patient surveys that go out, the satisfaction surveys that go out, the Google reviews that we kind of keep track of in each of our regions within each of our clinics. So that part of it has been really great for me to be involved in, because it really puts that tangible line between what we're doing as a marketing organization and what we're measuring as an organization as a whole to the NPS score, the Net Promoter Score. How likely are you as a patient to recommend us as a clinic or as a provider or as a business to your family member or a friend? So that part of it has been a growth experience for me, and something I think really unique to EVP and our brands, that central focus on the patient.
Makes sense. I think we can all resonate with that.
Yeah.
And so Vanessa, you've been with us for a long time in different roles. What do you like most about being part of EVP?
Gosh, well, obviously I love the company as a whole. If I've been here for so long, I love that we just continue to grow. And growth is scary for most people, but watching and being a part of the growth of EVP has been amazing. I love how much while we're growing, I've seen the growth in a lot of the teammates that have stayed with EVP. And internally, that is just such an important thing when you're growing and you grow your teammates as you're growing. And it's not just, we're picking people from all sorts of places. So being able to witness that and, work side by side with a lot of people in this company and a lot of them that have stayed and to watch their growth alongside myself is probably my favorite thing.
That's cool. That's cool. Okay. The last and most important part of this discussion, I'd love for both of you to share something with the group about yourselves that most people wouldn't know that run into you day to day on the job. Get to know you guys a little bit better.
Ooh, that's a good question. I guess for most of the Denver metro area, I think most teammates do know that I do run a bake shop, as out of my house, just because I have shared some of my sweets with the clinics and the ASCs. And some people might not know that meeting me in the beginning, but if you've ever been there for a birthday or some sort of celebration that we've had in some of the offices, you might have tasted some of my baking.
That's phenomenal. It's very popular, to say the least.
Thank you.
And should be incentive for some of you folks from Arizona and Texas to come to Colorado. We'll make sure we get you hooked up. Tom.
Probably, I don't know if it's interesting or not, but my family, my children have all been involved in sports. They're a little bit older at this point. They're in their early 20s. They all played college sports, and I've got a daughter who's 6'4", so that's kind of unusual. Very good volleyball player. Went to school here at Regis University. My son just graduated from Regis University as a baseball player. Now he's working in analytics for a baseball league out in Southern California. So that part of it. And my middle daughter has always been involved in, besides volleyball, but also just did a marathon 2 weeks ago up in Steamboat, which just blows my mind. So that's been the real joy for my wife and I, has been being as involved with our kids as possible. And for some reason, it's sort of revolved around sports. So.
All right. Well, you've set the bar high. And so when we start our wellness program, you might be drafted in, or you or some of your family members to help lead it.
There you go.
Guys, I really appreciate you spending the time with all of us today. Like most of our teammates, we're really lucky to have you, and it's great for everybody to get to know you a little bit better that doesn't get to interact with you every day. So thank you very much. And for everybody else, I really look forward to seeing you next time around. Take care, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vanessa.